guys, it's Jenna. Welcome back to my channel today. In today's video, I'm going to be going over the best Sephora makeup under $25. Some of them are so underrated and they're also at a very affordable price. Sephora does carry a ton of minis as options, like smaller lipsticks, smaller face powders, that are basically smaller versions of a larger item. These are not those. These are products on their own that have a great affordable price for Sephora. So let's get started. First of all, I want to talk about the mini Natasha Denona eyeshadow palettes. Now, these are technically minis, so I kind of sort of contradicted myself. However, these are kind of complementary palettes to bigger palettes that she's made. So I personally think that they are a product on their own. They're not actually a mini version to spec of a larger palette. They're definitely brand new shades. They're not duplicated in any way. So the first one is the mini Zendo palette. I do want you guys to note that not all of her minis are made the same. There are a few that aren't the best. Some of them have patchy mattes. Some of them don't have the Natasha Denona quality that I've come to expect. And I do test a lot of her products out. I know what she's capable of. But these minis I'm about to show you are under $25 and they are absolutely worth picking up. Here's the mini Zendo palette. You can see it is absolutely stunning. Absolutely love how there are 2 mattes and 3 shimmers in here, and there's enough versatility to do quite a few different looks with this palette. For extra glam, I love picking up the mini gold palette. This one is so beautiful. It's definitely tones I'm not super used to using, but when I do pick it up, I'm like, wow, these are amazing, especially against brown eyes. I just love how it has that kind of Great Gatsby, like old school glam vibes with this palette. My third favorite out of Natasha Denona's minis is the mini retro palette. This is very much a spring summer palette, very easy to put looks together. And just like the other two, there are 3 shimmers and 2 mattes in here. So it's really nice for the shimmer fan, for the matte fan. I feel like she didn't overextend in any which direction. And all of these perform beautifully. Next, I want to talk about a brand that has really surprised me that is at that more affordable price point when it comes to Sephora makeup, and that is LYS. It's so incredibly amazing for the price. Even the packaging is fantastic. And sometimes I feel like packaging is the first thing to go when it comes to reducing the price, which makes a lot of sense, but you still get a great, gorgeous, like luxurious packaging plus a bomb product with these products here. So the first one under 25 is the LYS foundation. This is the Triple Fix Serum Foundation, so it does have skincare ingredients in it. And this is about a medium coverage, I would say, buildable to full. It's got that natural finish, kind of leaning more to a slight dew, and it does have a really nice natural glow to it. So I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I mean, look at how gorgeous it is. It's weighty in the hand as well. It's got a frosted glass bottle, just like my very expensive foundations, like the La Mer. That one also has a glass bottle like this. So this foundation easily could have been priced higher in my opinion. So the fact that it looks like this good and also has a bomb product on the inside is absolutely fantastic. I am blown away by this brand. The next LYS product that I think is worth the money and under $25 is their bronzers. Now, LYS is one that is just a brand that's brand new and hit the market in the last year or so, and the stock was crazy low for quite some time. People were obsessed with getting their hands on these products that they were sold out forever. So now it looks like they're a little bit better when it comes to stock levels and you can purchase stuff a lot easier. And this is one that I definitely think is worth the money. This is the LYS bronzer. It's a matte bronzer, but when you apply it to the skin, it almost has a bit of a creaminess behind it. It really gives you that nice skin-like natural bronze on the skin. You can see it has that exact same metallic pink packaging. There's a ton of bronzer in here too. The packaging still looks very luxe. The product on the inside is fantastic. And there's also a few other shades in this line as well to accommodate deeper skin tones. Looking at the back of this bronzer, by the way, I actually had no idea because I was holding it up for the camera. It says that they are PETA approved, and this is a 24-month shelf life. So that's fantastic. You know, if they're PETA approved, that they are most definitely cruelty-free. There's another brand that absolutely has blown me away this year. I've actually been trying quite a few of their products, but these are the 2 best in my opinion, under $25 that I do think are just as good as some of my favorite luxury, like super expensive products in the same category. So the first one, lip glosses under 25, you guys, the Tower 28 High Shine, so nice. These are gorgeous. I can't recommend them enough. I've talked about them on my channel a lot because they're so good. This is the shade Oat and this is the shade Coconut. I think there's not that many more, probably one or two more in the line. And they just have this gorgeous shine to the lips. They look so hydrated, so healthy. They are definitely very smooth on the lips. And I would say they're about medium opacity when it comes to how they swatch. So here's Oat on the left and Coconut on the right. You can see they're absolutely stunning. I just love these shades for every day. I think they're perfect for so many skin tones. And this is just one of those very easy, pick up some gloss, put it on your lips and not worry. I love these ones because they're so low maintenance, but so beautiful and very high performing. I definitely need to try more from this brand, but these are the glosses here. They're definitely worth it. And in my opinion, they're such a great price for what they are. The next item that I think is a bomb product under $25 is the Tower 28 blushes. This is a cream blush, but it's so pigmented. You have to be so careful because this little pan is gonna last you a long time. The only downfall with this packaging is just how you open it. You can see here that I've jammed my nail into this because I'll open it and then it'll skip and go right into the product. So just be careful when you're actually opening it, but it does actually look stunning on the skin. This is a gorgeous, like beachy, pinky kind of everyday looking blush. The shade that I have here is Magic Hour and it is stunning. It almost looks like I've barely used it because you don't need a ton to have this gorgeous look. This blush is very buildable, it's very luminous. It almost looks like, you know, you've just had a beautiful flush after a day at the beach or something. Here we have this blush, Magic Hour. I think it's stunning. Definitely has that nice peachiness. Super gorgeous. Next, I have to share one of my favorite one and done eyeshadows that is under $25 and super pigmented. Like this is even more pigmented than this blush that I just talked about from Tower 28. This is the Danessa Myricks Colorfix Cream Eyeshadow Multi-Purpose Product. These are great if you want a multi-purpose product for blush, for eyeshadow, for lipstick. However, this is a golden color. So to me, I just use this for my eyes because I don't really use sparkly gold lipstick or blush. But if that is something that you are interested in, by all means, a little goes a long way and it almost looks like gorgeous foil on your eye. Like take a look at this. This is absolutely stunning. My pro tip with this one is to absolutely set your lid with a primer with this because I do find that you do need a thin amount of this to have that pigment impact, so you don't have to go super heavy. But if it's too thin, then I do find it will crack a little bit without primer, especially if you have hooded eyes. So this is what I'm talking about here. It almost looks like a little paint from back in the day, like a container of gold paint for crafts. That's the first thing I remember, like memory unlocked with this. I have to share one of my favorite products under $25 at Sephora because this is the eye primer that I was talking about that I set my eyes with before using a product like this. Basically before using any eyeshadow, this has been my holy grail eyeshadow primer forever. This is the Smashbox 24-Hour Eye Primer and this is amazing. If you have heard me talk about it, I apologize. I have talked your ear about this for sure. This is like a gorgeous kind of light pinky beige color that really has a nice way of moisturizing that lid for you and sort of setting down in a semi-matte finish. It locks in whatever eyeshadow that you put over top of it. So it does help with bringing out the pigments, making sure they're nice and bright, making sure things don't crack on you throughout the day. When it comes to how it covers like veins or any discoloration on the eye, the coverage isn't as good as a concealer, but I think it makes up for the fact that the coverage is basically light because of just how it makes my pigments look on the eye. I just think it's so beautiful. If you do need some more coverage, you could follow up with some concealer on top, but this is so nice. It kind of has like a moussey texture. So I'll show you what I mean here. This is what it looks like up close. And you can see here that as I blend it through the skin, it's kind of got like that white kind of consistency to the eye. And then that just moisturizes beautifully into the lid and gives you a nice even base. This is the primer that I always recommend to anybody wanting a good user-friendly primer because it just does amazing things for your eyeshadow with longevity and making sure that it really brings out its true potential. I can't talk about the best makeup under $25 without mentioning the Rare Beauty blush. This is also a gorgeous blush for under $25. It is a liquid blush, and this is in the shade Bliss. It is a matte blush. I'll show you how gorgeous this swatch is. It's so pretty. You can see that this is also a perfect springtime blush. It has a matte finish, but it doesn't look too flat on the skin. It just looks absolutely natural and gorgeous. And this is a very user-friendly cream blush product as well. Pigmentation-wise, a little goes a long way, but when you're actually blending it into the skin, it doesn't dry down super fast. It actually gives you some room to breathe and to blend it in. And this is actually a blush that I love even more than the Stay Vulnerable launch from the brand. To me, that one fell short, and this one is so much better and worth the price. Next, I have to talk about a brand that's been around for a long time, but in my opinion is very underrated, and that is Bareminerals. In my opinion, they have two great products under $25 that I do think you should try. The first one is their lip gloss. This is the Mineralist lip gloss from Bareminerals. There's quite a few glosses in this line, and these are just gorgeous, very effortless glosses, just like the other ones I talked about with Tower 28. These have a very fun scent. They sort of smell like just like sweet a little bit, like sweet candy or something. So we have Peace on the left, Ingenuity on the right. You can see that they also have a beautiful shine. They have a really nice medium opacity that's buildable on the lips, and they just have gorgeous colors in this line too. Both of these glosses have a slight golden shimmer to it, which brings a beautiful subtle shimmer to the lips. That is something that the Tower 28 doesn't have, is that shimmer component, but they're so, so beautiful. I had to include them in this video as well. Not a lot of people talk about Bareminerals, and it does need a lot more hype than what it gets. These are so, so pretty. The last product that I think is amazing and under $25 at Sephora is the Bareminerals Blonzer. This is actually a brand new product to Bareminerals. It's one of their newer releases, and this is so, so stunning. I love all three shades. I was very lucky to receive these in PR to test out. And the one that's my favorite is the Kiss of Pink shade, which is right here. So it has a very gorgeous embossment that almost looks like a flower inside. I don't know if that's what they were trying to get at, maybe because it was supposed to be a sun or something. I'm not sure. But those kind of remind me of like a sunflower or something like that. So maybe that's not what it's supposed to be, but that's what it reminds me of. And this is a gorgeous peachy pink color. You definitely don't need a lot. And you can tell that I'm kind of like a blush gal with a certain shade preference. A lot of these look very similar, but these are the blushes that I wear all the time. So they're definitely well loved and well used, that's for sure. What are your favorite products from Sephora under $25? Let me know down below. I really hope this was helpful for you guys when you are shopping at Sephora, one of my favorite makeup stores. And until my next one, guys, take care and stay safe. Bye, guys.